Tucked away near Fairfield, Idaho, lies Camp Rainbow Gold's Hidden Paradise, Idaho's medical camp for children and families living with cancer.
What they provide for kids going through such very low point in their life it's priceless.
For Trevor Schaefer, Camp Rainbow Gold became more than a camp.
I was a camper back in the day.
It was a home in the midst of a life-changing diagnosis.
I was diagnosed with brain cancer in November of 2002 when I was 13.
His time at camp sparked a mission to find out why children get cancer.
We saw a lot of children who were battling cancer, and it made us wonder what was causing it and why so many kids were getting cancer.
That's where Trevor's Law was born, a bill signed in 2016 by President Barack Obama designed to strengthen environmental protections for children facing illnesses like cancer.
We started doing some research and investigations into possible different environmental causes of childhood cancer.
Now, Trevor's Law is being put into practice at Camp Rainbow Gold by installing air purification systems to combat environmental contamination for campers through a campaign called the Healthy Spaces Initiative.
We want to help support communities where a lot of childhood cancer patients congregate and might not have the means to be able to get products like that into their community to help protect the kids.
It's a team effort between Schaefer and his childhood friend Chris Gold, who owns Ascend Custom Homes.
That's another one.
We've known each other since we were in kindergarten, and when he was diagnosed with cancer, it was one of those things that just was really life-changing for not only him and his family, but close friends.
Gold started installing the air purifiers in the medical facility at camp.
We're really trying to promote a healthy camping experience where, if there is sickness going on, we're going to be able to minimize the spread.
As a way to not only show his support to his friend.
Seeing a friend have such a struggle and to be able to be a pillar and someone to support them through it, because kids just don't understand it.
But also as a way to clean air while it circulates in camp, which is typically 2 to 5 times dirtier than the air outdoors.
With the air filtration that we can provide, it will help keep the campers here healthy. It'll keep the staff healthier.
Schaefer says he used to have blood transfusions to boost his immune system while living with cancer. So to be able to install something that helps cancer patients who need that same support means the world to him.
The whole goal was to help protect our kids and help create a cleaner environment for our children and our communities. And to be able to make good on that goal and to finally take action on it means a lot.
Camp Rainbow Gold is just the first place that they're starting this Healthy Spaces initiative, but after that, they hope to expand throughout the state and even the country. Reporting at Camp Rainbow Gold, Abby Wilt, Idaho's News Channel 7. Right next to the Payette River sits Highway 55. It's one lane each way, it's narrow and it has very sharp turns. About 6,500 people travel the road every day, and some of those lead to tragedy. Beautiful, but deadly. Highway 55 is lined with one memorial after another, honoring the 8 people per year who die in fatal crashes on the highway on average.
I've had 3 near head-on collisions.
Brent Perkins drives the highway every day from his home in Garden Valley to his job in Boise.
Just last week, I had a guy cut me off. I was heading into where it.
He says he sees drivers get impatient and try to pass unsafely on the narrow and windy road.
They're not gaining any ground, but they're risking people's lives.
Boise County Sheriff Scott Turner says his office receives around 400 calls per month about Highway 55 incidents.
We get a lot of reckless driving complaints, inattentive driving complaints, people not using slow vehicle turnouts.
When there is a crash, emergency responders have to shut down traffic, which can cause drivers to sit in traffic for up to 4 hours. Turner says making people antsy to get going again.
People just need to learn patience.
That lack of patience, Perkins says, is even more dangerous than the lack of guardrails or rumble strips in some spots.
It's not so much the safety equipment that's on the road or anything of that nature. It's the fact that people make choices because they're impatient.
ITD is currently working on a study to improve road safety on 55, possibly adding safety measures like passing lanes and more rumble strips.
With ITD's future plans to do improvements there, it'll get better.
They've been researching how to make the road safer since 2022, but Perkins says even those road measures won't help people's reckless driving.
He passed right on the curve, right in front of me with my wife in the car behind me, and I had to nail the brakes. Had I not been paying attention, he'd have blown me off the road. So it's certainly not fair for these people to be risking other people's lives.
I connected with several people who have concerns about Highway 55 on social media. They say it's a growing concern. They're scared to drive this road. Reporting near Banks, Abby Wilt, Idaho's News Channel 7. Every one of Boise's trails has a story behind it. Some might be named for wildlife, others for geography, and others just for a good laugh. We decided to come out and see what exactly these trails that we use every day are named after. 230 miles of trails.
Well, I'll hike up here and then go up the Sidewinder. So I'm usually out for quite a while.
Each one with a name behind it.
It's somewhat organic.
David Gordon from Ridge to Rivers says naming Boise's trail is a process that's part geography, like the trail's red-winged blackbird or elk meadows.
Often it's after a land feature. It's named after wildlife that we see when we're designing a trail. Could be birds, could be deer.
But sometimes it's all creativity.
Yeah, we kind of bounced around a number of different names for this one. It's unique. It's a downhill mountain bike trail, and we decided that on the other side of us is Bob's Trail, and we thought, well, why not Sideshow Bob?
Sideshow Bob is the newest addition to the Ridge to Rivers trail system. It's a fast downhill mountain bike trail near Holes Gulch, and was one some people wanted their name attached to.
Yeah, we do get requests, and actually it's really difficult to name a trail after somebody.
Gordon says putting your name on a trail isn't as easy as filing a request. He says a person has to have significant history with the City of Trees or make a hefty donation.
In the case of Freddie's Stack Rock Trail, Fred Allman donated up $1 million for that parcel of land, so that was obviously pretty significant. But it's a lot harder to get a trail with your name on it.
Ridge to Rivers also tried letting the public name the trail. That was something Gordon says might have been a one-time thing.
We tried public names these trails, plural, once when we got the Hillside to Hollow Reserve. Not sure we would do it again. It was an interesting process.
What popped in my head was the Hoo-Coo-Coo Trail, which was named after an Indian tribe.
I think I would have to name it Running Deer Trail.
I think I would name the trail Night Rider.
From Sinker Creek to Brewer's Byway, Gordon says creating trails takes more than just figuring out a clever name.
The first thing is how are we going to design it? What's going to provide the most interest? How are we going to get from A to B?
And while Boise's foothills look like they could handle more single tracks along the mountain, Gordon says it's not that simple. These hills aren't just ours to use, they're also home to the Treasure Valley's wildlife that use the hills year-round.
And so we can't just keep cutting up their habitat. So it's actually, that's one of the big things we look at. If a new trail is going to come on board, what's the impact going to be to the wildlife, to maybe some sensitive plant species.
But with Boise's foothills just 10 minutes out of town.
And it's beautiful, and you don't feel like you're next to a big city.
Gordon says the trails, with unique names included, are what makes the City of Trees so special.
The opportunity to get out here and enjoy yourself on foot or on a bike or on a horse, and I just feel like you really got away from things, but your house is, minutes down the road is pretty unique.
Boise's trails are usually closed from about December to March, so you only have about one more month to get out, enjoy the trails, and also check out some of these unique names while you're there. For Exploring Idaho, Abby Wilt, Idaho's News Channel 7.